Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we are joined by the creator of Drakaria. It is a new project that, if you have been keeping an eye on things on Twitter, is making a lot of waves. And we wanted to see what it takes to spawn one of these highly prized dragons. How you doing, Joe?
I'm all right. I'm all right. Thank
Good,
you
good, good.
for having me
I
here.
must say before we proceed, it's a little bit because we work together on so many different things. It's a little bit awkward doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
So
kind of
do
weird intros, right? It's like, oh, this is, yeah, it is. It's
yeah,
like, yeah.
yeah. So tell us about Dracaria.
Okay. So Drakaria, let's see here. It's a project that has a lot of components I've been thinking about for many, many years. Um, Trying to find somebody who would want to build it. And about 3.5 years ago, um, we were hit up. We had an email from some 3D animators. Turns out they were, legit people in the movie industry, and so we went and spoke to them, and they uh, they were longtime Dragon Chain fans. So they
Okay.
had this dragon that was fully rigged 3D model, and they wanted to know what we, if we had any ideas, what could we do with this, and so I pitched them on kind of this, big, crazy idea where we use the entropy from the blockchain to make a game, you know, and it developed quite a bit further, even into the that entropy being used to actually create a genome for the dragon. So the 3D model actually changes with this genome, and the reason is it's completely unpredictable. You can code in some really crazy rarities on, the combinations of genes, or the color of the dragon, or the type of dragon, and um, it's just really interesting because uh, even though some of these might be, remarkably rare, it's neat because anybody could prove that it can't be predicted. I mean, we can't fix it. We can't, make sure our buddies get a, more rare dragon, or
Mhm.
including ourselves as well. And it just makes it all more real. And then we plugged it in as well, where even the hatching mechanism itself. So when you spawn, you get an egg, but that egg, it has an egg density that comes from the entropy, and that egg density dictates the probability that it will start hatching at any given time. Which, and so every single Ethereum block, it has a chance to start hatching, and it makes it really organic and kind of weird because it's more like, oh, you went and bought an egg at the pet store or something, and you're waiting for it to hatch, and you don't
Mhm.
know when it's going to happen. Um, and then when it comes out, it uses uh, a whole slew. It uses 11 Ethereum blocks and 2 Bitcoin blocks, some from the future, some from the past, uh, to to build to create a genome, and that's what makes the dragon what it is, and gives it the colors it has, and a whole bunch of other crazy stuff. So I don't know, it's a really fun project, and we're just scratching the surface on it, for what we're going to do, because there are going to be other characters, there are going to be games, there are going to be, a whole series of different
Ah,
things
okay.
that we can do with it.
This is
So
just the beginning.
yeah, just the very
Some of
beginning.
these have hatched already, yeah?
Yep, we have 8 that have hatched so far. I think there are something close to 40 that are incubating.
40. Okay. I'm looking at some of
Yeah,
the imagery, man. It's insane.
yeah. Well, and the artists, the ones that came to us, and we didn't reveal it until the first one hatched. We kind of wanted to hold that off because, we released the white paper quite a while ago, so people could start giving feedback.
Yeah.
People could start trying to understand it, because we know this is not, if you get in there and you really want to know the technical side of it, read the white paper. There's some pretty extensive, pretty extreme technology involved in it, and I mean, look at that one. Look at those red stripes on that thing. It's
This
like
one is awesome. Yeah.
so crazy. And then that blue one, there's a water dragon that came out that has just amazing patterns on it. But we put all this out and we're like, like, okay, we'll give people time to understand it. And yet we didn't want to reveal because the lead designer for Drakaria was the lead animator on Game of Thrones for the dragons.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, and there's they're like the whole team is in just crazy. I mean, just amazing. And
Wow.
and you can tell when
That's
you look at the the art involved. They've really put some love and care into it. And and it took us, like I said, it took us 3.5 years. Part of that was coding the back end, coming up with the genome, but a lot of it was design work. Like we went through one model. At some point, we'll release some of the pictures, but we went through one model where the colors they didn't come out right. They just didn't.
okay.
It wasn't organic. It looked like more like cartoonish, and so we went back to the drawing board. Rebuilt the entire color model, and came up with what we have here. And even the sex of the dragon affects the colorings, and there's there's a whole bunch of stuff that's really deep in so
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Next level coding.
Yeah, it was super fun though. It was like, this is the best project I've ever worked on. So
Oh yeah, I mean, man,
yeah.
it looks stunning.
Yeah, thank you.
I wanted to get my spawn going, but I thought I gotta fucking wait until we do this, because
Yes,
I want to show people how to follow the process. I mean,
yes. I think there's only another 24 hours, a little less than 24 hours of the spawn cycle in Genesis left. So
okay,
tomorrow at noon Central US time is the end of the spawn season. Then you wait another 2 weeks.
okay,
And then the next season starts. And the next season is the first real season where people can actually, anybody could come in and spawn then. So that's going to be super exciting. And they're only going to be 100 eggs.
I was just looking at that. There's only 100 eggs.
Yeah, in the next season.
So
it's going to be really.
The eggs increase in each cycle.
Yes, the amount of eggs will increase or decrease depending upon how many are spawned in the prior season. So
okay,
it could go up and down. The fees will never go down. So they will go up. I think it is 10% each season max, but that's also proportional. It depends upon how many are spawned the season before. But the fee will never go down. What's up?
Is there a base fee? Like, where's
the base fee? The very next season is $25.
Okay,
I believe that's right. Yeah, $25. There are only 100 of them. Am I right on that? Let me double check. Is we've changed a few things to tune stuff. Yeah, $25. It's Earth season.
25
yep.
Bucks, yeah.
Yep.
23 hours to go.
So, yeah.
And so eventually there's going to be a marketplace.
Yes. There will be a native marketplace, and sometime, we don't know, it might be an Earth season, it might be the season after. We're also going to, hopefully it's pretty soon, you'll be able to export them. Right now we're assuming Ethereum, but we kind of want to see what people think, if they would rather have it on some other chain. But and it can be on multiple chains as well, but we really are focused on the ability to have a native marketplace here, where you think the normal things. I'm going to sell my dragon for $100 or for $1,000 because it's it's beautiful and whatever, or auctions. I really want to do trades where you could say, hey, I have this earth egg and I want a water egg, so anybody who wants to trade it, they could. That would be a fun thing. Offers, obviously. And with that, I really want to target the normies, because I think the market for D&D, Game of Thrones, Tolkien fans is gigantic, right? And
Enormous, yeah.
you know, if we can get the adoption from them, and then they realize, okay, they could take it off and put it on a hardware wallet if they have something that's, you know, really rare or something, you know, for security.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they don't have to do that. I mean, you know, they could just trade stuff here and play games and do whatever they, you know, comes up, you
Yeah.
know. So and we
Yeah.
have
So
there's also a concept that we're really looking at, you know, much like you have NFT world as it has happened, and it seems to be doing well recently, coming back, and meme coins, that we think that creators could come in and develop their own characters with genomes. They could be 3D, they could be 2D, they could be paper, they could be like a D&D character, that you can
yeah.
have built-in rarity, and essentially making, you know, collectibles like Pokemon or Pokemon cards or something. And you could do that before you even have a game. I mean, that, you know, the game itself could just be that, or even breeding them, or who knows what. So
Well, it's funny that you mentioned the NFT marketplace. I mean, it died a death, but it died a death because everybody was just throwing images up there. There was no thought going into what
yeah,
was being produced. This is a different level. Ton of work gone into it, ton of thought.
yeah,
So it like the NFT sector uh is ever going to come back to where it was. It needs projects like this,
yeah,
I think.
yeah, yep. I think so, and I think, you know, it's a lot of what we've been trying to do is put the real stuff in, so that you have some, you know, really organics. You have you know, you have real tech, and you have you know, you can then get real adoption from normal people, not just you know, all of us that talk to each other, right? Because if we can bring people into this, then you know, there will be money, there will be excitement, and there will be you know, real adoption, and then you think
Yeah.
about what games could be made with this. And we have a ton of research on it. Was actually, we had to do a lot of research on some of the potential games in order to know whether we were getting the model right on the dragons, right?
Yeah.
And so we have a lot of ideas for other characters, you know, elves or unicorns, or, you know, whatever, that could be then used in games. And you know, it was really interesting because we took all manner different genres in gaming, and tried to say, okay, let's look at a, you know, a successful game or a fun game, how, whatever you'd want to say. You know, it could even be you know, an old card game. How can you improve, you know, repeat playability, and things like that, by attaching these genomes? And, you know, how can you make, you know, make it so that you have more complex organic strategies in the ways that you can build teams in a game and stuff, that, you know, that's where it becomes really interesting to me. Because I think some of what we're doing with these dragons, I mean, a lot of it, if you read the white paper, you can probably kind of sense that, you know, we have genes that affect other genes, and we have genes that are you know, very simple values. We have some that have tables. And, you know, we have, basically, we looked at a bunch of different mechanisms and tried to, you know, in a relatively organic way, tried to find out uh, how to tie them in, so that they how do I say this, so that they uh, demonstrate what's possible. And it's not, you know, it's, you could do a lot more things, but, you know, we have 58 genes. And uh, you know, the implementation is scalable. It's a really neat thing. So anyway, it's fun.
Man, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful piece of work.
Thank you. And that's, I mean, the artists are amazing, right? I'm very impressed too, because you know, these guys are, you know, they do stuff in the, you know, in the real world in Hollywood, right? So every time we, you know, we got a request, hey, can we get on talk? I was always like, oh, okay, sure. So but it was amazing because we're so much on the same page. Like we're on the same
Mm,
wavelength in terms of none of us want this to be a, one shot. Okay, yeah, here they are. We're done. We
yeah,
walk away. Everybody on the team wants to make this a long-term project where we fulfill different angles on the vision, and uh, there's just too much. There's too many things to do with it
yeah,
to
yeah.
let it go right away. So it's going to be amazing.
Well, it's the same with everything, man. It's getting the right eyes on a project.
Right. Right. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And one bad thing about crypto, it's so fickle. You know what I mean? Like this, you need to get people outside of crypto
Yep.
to
Yep.
get in on
And it's
this, and then
yeah.
it explodes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why that's the other thing too. I've been on a number of projects, all of which I've been excited about, all of which are amazing tech, good teams, and
Yeah.
this was an interesting cross section. It was like it just fell into our lap. Early days, we're like, okay, I can't believe that we have these people working with us on a project of this magnitude, and that the hardest thing is getting the attention. Next is explaining that in crypto, it's like you're constantly dealing with very complex or abstract concepts, right?
Yeah.
And so you
Yes.
have to fine tune it in a way that people can understand it. And with this cross section is really amazing because we're not trying to sell to corporates. We're not trying to sell to the government. I'm not trying. We're trying to sell to normal people,
Yeah.
and we happen to have something that's very sexy. It's
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be hard to sell that when people see them. They're like, oh shit, I want one of those, right? It's almost obvious. If I were to see this, I would like, damn, I want one. And that would be, then when you realize that they're all unique, and in these early days, only 8 of them so far that are hatched, right? So
Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah.
when
Yeah.
people start seeing how varied they are, like in color and shape and stuff, it's going to be pretty cool because
Yeah.
everybody's going to wonder
The hatch
how is
time. The hatch time can be anything.
right. Yeah, we did tests.
But there's no
We've
like.
done
Could you be waiting? Could you be waiting a year for one to
yeah,
hatch?
I'll tell you, we've done 2 different types of tests. One of which was where we would, change the season length, change the hatch probabilities in order so that we could see like
Yeah.
testing the renderer, right? Stuff like that. We've also done tests where, we I think we did 3 or 4 million eggs, just spawned 3 or 4 million eggs, and then we put together fake blocks, blockchain blocks that extend far beyond the history of like Ethereum, for example. And when we did that, we saw that of the eggs that have a 10 million egg density, which is very rare. I think it's like 1 in 1,000 eggs could be expected to have that density. That we had some of them go years for sure. We had one of them go
Jeez.
7 years. We had one of them go 12 years and one of them go 14 years without hatching
Wow.
before it hatched. Right.
Yeah.
So, and it was like, I mean, it was designed so that could happen because it was
Yeah.
almost like, okay, even with the Game of Thrones thing where, she's gifted, these eggs that everybody thinks are dead, and
Yeah.
it's kind of like that. We can imagine when people get those, how crazy it will be because who knows when it'll hatch, and maybe you want to buy it, right? I mean, it would be so weird.
Exactly what I was thinking. That's when you need your marketplace.
Yes, it's gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Oh man. I've been dying to get my thing up and running, and I mean, I know I know I'll be waiting months for this. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. It's class. I remember you spoke to me ages ago about it, and
Yes.
you were telling me about the visuals that they were so good. But man, when you see them, it's like
Yeah.
they're insane. But I didn't know that the Game of Thrones guys involvement. That's different level altogether.
Yeah. They're, I mean, they know what they're doing.
They know what they're doing. Yeah.
And they have the arts team is three people, and the lead is, you can even see he has a TED talk on some of the development of the dragons from Game of Thrones, and they've all worked on, I think I'll forget, I'm sure, but Harry Potter, on Avatar, Predator. I'm trying to remember. There are a bunch of other titles that are, some of which I'm like, I remember, what was it? The one, in fact, I think it was based in Finland. What's the Troll Hunter one? Is that based in Finland?
Troll Hunter, yeah.
Yeah. They did one of the three of them did work on Troll Hunter, and I was like, I've seen that. Yeah. So anyway.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
Actually, wait a second. That could be Norwegian.
Was it Norway? It was somewhere up there, right?
Yeah, it's
can't remember. I liked it. I liked the movie. I told a friend about it who didn't like it, but I was like, no, I thought it was awesome.
You know what? It kept popping up on my Netflix, and I thought, so now I have to go watch the fucking thing.
Yeah, but they're, I mean, and they're very particular, and we are going to be doing, like, say, at some point in the near future. Right now, we're working on some of the back-end systems for payments and stuff like that. At some point in the near future, you're going to be able to add other poses. Like, say, if you have a dragon, like, say there's that blue dragon with the stripes. The main picture, you can't see the wings so much. You can tell that it has stripes on the wings, but you probably want to see them. And so that whoever is the keeper of that dragon could buy a different pose, like the one where like that pose or something.
So this one,
that pose. Yeah, there's a blue one where you can't see because the wings are kind of more on a plane. Maybe just go to Drakaria.com or something. I don't know. You can see that one right there. That one.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. That one.
Yeah. So you can't see the full wing, right? So
you're
going to be able to get the other poses. We believe that they're going to add even poses that don't exist on there right now, and hopefully some video as well, that you could maybe render your dragon flying overhead, or landing or something, stuff like that. And then in time, open world game, stuff like that. So there's a bunch of really amazing stuff and breeding is another thing we're going to be adding. So
that could cause problems.
Yeah. Well, it's some of the genetics are designed so that, like, you might have a really bright color that's dormant, and so you could breed to try to get that color to pop out in one of the progeny, right? So it could be really amazing, fun.
Yeah. So you're at the beginning. This is just beginning.
Yeah, just starting. Starting.
Yeah. Excuse me. I want to spawn I want to get going, man.
Yes.
So let me just get this over here. So, right, next time around, people will be able to go ahead and purchase. You have to purchase a key first. That's correct, isn't it?
No, the keys were made just so that we
just for the first
giveaway. Yeah, and the keys will be. We don't know if they're going to be purchasable in the first few seasons, but the intent of those is that you could buy one to give a gift, a Christmas gift, something for the nephew, niece, whatever, right? And you could just email the key to someone, typical gift card type thing. So you will be able to buy those later. And they will be themed, and we even have a whole thing that there will be sponsors. I mean, something to watch in this when the cycle is done. So it's a 14-day spawn cycle, and there you can see there's 23 hours left. When that's finished, every season, as long as there is at least 2 spawns. So if there's only 1 spawn, there is no golden egg. If you get 2 or more spawns, one and only one of the eggs that were spawned that season will be selected as the golden egg.
Okay. Which
That
means
golden egg will you'll get a special golden egg image in
okay.
your in the egg and dragon, the what is the I guess the NFT, but you will also get a golden egg key, so you can spawn for free and with that later any other
Ah,
future season, and there will be sponsors. Like say this first one is you'll just get the golden key so you can spawn a free egg, but in the future there will be a sponsor and maybe they give away something along with the golden egg. So whoever wins that also wins something. I think we're Dragon Chain will probably sponsor the first season. I don't know yet if anybody else would is taking it, but and it's going to be later a community thing where it'll be the founders and or we haven't decided yet. Like all of the hatched dragons will have a vote. So essentially you could say, oh yeah, okay, we we want the gaming system or the who knows, right, whatever it might be that is given away. So there'll be some community choice in it. It'll be
I forgot
fun.
to ask you something about the dragons. Is there different sizes? Like, can you have a tiny, tiny dragon?
Okay, what we did, because in fact the artists limited us on this because
Yeah. Okay.
everything is already was built, that
Yes.
I pushed, I will tell you, I pushed hard for a size gene, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And it's interesting because it's only a 10% difference right now. Okay. So if you were to look at the fully rendered or fully modeled character, if you said 100% is the original, that the the gene will essentially potentially drop it down to 90%. And what we did, and I'm probably going to forget exactly the direction of this, but earth and water male dragons are more likely large, and fire and air male dragons are most likely small, and it's the opposite for the females. And we did that because in the future when we turn on breeding, there's a potential. I just think it'd be an interesting concept that people could try to breed a lap dragon, right? So I'm going to keep breeding them down until they get smaller, smaller, smaller. And you would have to then figure out, okay, I either need a rare male, small male, or I'm going to have to switch the elements, and there'd be, well, it would be easiest to get the mixes of the male, female, that would tend to small, but you could do it on the rare side. So it'd be a rare thing to get a small earth or air male. Anyway, all that stuff would be really cool. And also to make a mountainous or gigantic dragon, right, which who knows the limits, right? So
Yeah.
that's kind of the gist of it. We really wanted to make it to cook in a bunch of really interesting possibilities. So
Should we do the spawn part?
absolutely. I want to see your spawn, because I think we have 12 unused keys. I was kind of worried, people are maybe they're holding out. Maybe they don't
Oh
know they
man.
got a key. I don't know. So
Okay. Okay. So I go to my collection, and there's my key. So everybody's. Oh yeah, this is just for now. All right.
yep.
So over to spawn. And if I didn't spawn this in the next 23 hours, am I fucked? Yeah.
No, your key will work next season.
Oh yeah, I could use it. Could I use it next cycle? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
There's
So
some question of whether Genesis keys will be more rare because they'll never happen again. Unused
yes.
Genesis keys, but at the same time, the dragons in Genesis will be so rare, and there are 2 sets of names that you can only get in Genesis season. So it's probably best to had to spawn one. I think that'd be my guess, but who knows, right?
Okay. So there's only 9 remaining.
Yes,
So I'm
only
gonna
9.
select my egg, right? And then I choose my payment method, and select and apply selection. Yeah. That's it. That's all I got to do, isn't it?
Yep. And I think you have to click one more button at the end. Yep.
And
then you have to wait.
Redeem 1 key.
Yep.
Yes, we use 1 key for 1 egg. Yeah.
Right on. This will be fun.
Come on.
All right. There we go.
This is it, yeah?
Yep. What do you get?
Wow, this is so nice, man.
Ah, Earth. Right on.
Earth. Okay, yeah.
Right on.
Man, that's just awesome.
Yeah.
I gotta say, just the whole process of spawning, man, this is so well put together.
Well, thank you. I'll tell you, I'm really happy the website. The Eternal Mickey put that together. He kind of just picked up and did it because we were having trouble getting that done. And yeah, I couldn't be happier. It's freaking amazing. By the way, there are 2 eggs hatching now. 2 eggs hatching.
Yeah.
One of them is the lead animator as well.
Okay.
So that's interesting.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna do a video when my egg hatches.
There you go.
Yeah.
Right
But
on.
no, my luck, it'll probably be 3 years down the line.
Oh, actually, here, look at it real quick. Let's see here. You have 1 sealed egg. Oh, yes, 250,000. So it's actually, I think it's the second lightest density. So it should be faster than
okay.
some of the others. So hopefully it will be right. I don't,
Yeah,
it's all good.
Awesome. Man,
all right.
I love talking to you. But usually we're talking a bit too serious. So
yeah,
we need to do this more often.
Yes. Yep.
We need to get you on more often. I need to sit down more often. Our times never line up, though.
Yep. I probably should move to Europe.
Yeah,
that'd be a help. And
a lot easier.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll see.
Yeah, if you're prepared to pay higher. Oh, better not say it. Better not say about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great, Joe. Thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you. Thanks a bunch.
It's a pleasure to have you on, mate. And as I said, hopefully we'll see you again soon.
Right on. Thank you.